originally from Kettering in Northamptonshire. I grew up there most of my life, and then I moved to Lincoln, and so I have a really unusual accent. I haven't got a normal accent. It's a mesh of two different places. Some people even say I sound South African sometimes, so I don't have a normal accent. And I lived in Lincoln for a big duration of my life, and I did sixth form there, and I went to university in Lincoln. Yeah, and it was a good time. It was a good time. I didn't do GCSE drama, which surprises a lot of people, but I didn't. I wasn't really confident at GCSE, so I decided to go into drama about A-level time, and I loved it. I got the bug. I loved acting. I loved learning about drama. I loved the learning of techniques, which you do as well. And then I decided I wanted to go further with drama, and I thought about going into teaching, and then I decided not to. And I just thought, well, maybe I could become an actress, and I thought that would be the road that I would go down. I actually thought that was the road God would take me down, in becoming a professional actress and becoming famous and being on the red carpet, as we all want at some point. So I decided to go to university to study drama, and that's exactly what I did. And it was difficult, but it was good as well, and I learned a lot of amazing drama techniques, and yeah, it was a very good 3 years and a very hard 3 years, but that's how drama became a part of my life, and it still is very much to this day. Okay, so I was at uni for 3 years doing drama, and the key to drama is you learn how to not be yourself. You get taught not to be you. And unfortunately for me, I took that to quite an extreme. I just realised, and I thought in my head, that being the Susan Rose I wasn't good enough. So every time I was with somebody else or with a certain person, I gave them the Suze they wanted, and I acted through life. Now, I'm not saying at all that anything's wrong with drama. I don't want anyone to take that away with them today. But for me, I wasn't on the right path with God. I wasn't going to church. I didn't have a strong relationship with God. If I did talk to him, it was usually because I wanted something. It wasn't a good relationship. And because of that, I was really taking on a lot of dark stuff in the drama world. I was really not happy with myself. But I acted. I played my way through the 3 years, and I didn't think anything was wrong or anything. But then I left university, and God took me one-on-one, and he took me to a place where I had to live, and it was quiet, and I didn't have my usual places to hide in, whether it was clubs or boyfriends or crazy friends or anything like that. It was just me and God, and he was so in control of it, and I can look back now and realise God had his hand on all of it, and he just got me one-on-one. And he started to show me the damage that I was hiding, the heartache that I was hiding, and that I wasn't okay. And through healing and deliverance and God just looking after me and putting the pieces back together, this ministry came about. He showed me how drama could be used for him in such an amazing way, not just to do performances, but to unlock that healing that I was experiencing in other people. And I think that's how the whole thing came about. I looked around other things. I looked at drama companies. I looked at still becoming a professional actress. But God really wanted it used in this way as a healing tool. And I also became a speaker through it. And that's how it grew. That's how it came about. It was all, the ministry just came from my issues, my struggles. God taught me through that. And through that, the ministry came out of it. So God does use all things for good. It's God's heart. I don't want anyone to ever think that this is all about Susan Rose, but because it really isn't. This is all about God, and I just believe that God wants to restore and heal the people in church and the people out of church. I believe there are so many people still sat in church on a Sunday saying they're fine, which I did every Sunday when I was at uni. And they're not. They're broken inside. And Jesus came to set us free and to heal the brokenhearted. And that is what I believe is the heart of this ministry. And it's just amazing to see what God is doing with it already, and that He is healing people. He is dealing with people's emotional and spiritual baggage, and that's God's heart for the ministry. And as long as that is being proclaimed through this ministry, and that is what's on the front of this ministry, then that's important. That's what matters.